here we are for day 6, and and today is Basil Preylean. See if it'll focus. Come on, focus there. Basil Preylean. Preylean. Oh, kind of a play on words here. Is this a scary one? What's it say? Mr. Basil. It says Mr. Basil Preylean on the paper here. Scent profile, Basil Preylean, okay. Vanilla and marshmallow. Okay, we're back to food again. Every Christmas Eve, stockings across the world grow mysteriously lighter, not from mice, but from the Preyleans. In the PAA universe, these chimney-dwelling cryptids thrive on praline, marshmallow, and vanilla sugar. One in particular, a chatty imp named Basil, insists on introducing himself before feasting. Consider this scent his calling cards. Okay, Preylean and folklore. Preyleans are small, sooty creatures immune to smoke and fire. While most hide from humans, Basil is different. He'll perch by the heart, basil hair, leaf hair, singed at the tips, happily munching on your holiday treat. Sweet, smoky, and just a little strange. Happy holiday shave, cadets. Okay, well, let's see what this smells like. Mr. Basil Preylean. Well, it smells like cookies. Well, you smell anything in there, kid? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I can tell what she thinks of that. It's back to sweet things, or sweet cookies this morning. That's fine. I'll crack this up. Goodness gracious. I'll put this here. Let's see how that. Yeah, that's kind of sweet. Our instant, chimney chills. That's our Easter egg this morning. Well, let's go back and shave with this. Hello, my friends. Today's soap came out is Basil Preylean. He's leaning into his sci-fi roots on these labels. This is a creature from wherever. It's another Gourmand. I know some of you guys aren't loving that. I'm still kind of on the fence. I haven't decided how I feel about this family of fragrances, but you know, it is what it is. We've got, what did I do with my thing? A little scooper. I put it down. I may have to re-record. I'll be right back. It was right in front of me. I just wasn't looking at it right. I said this is another Gourmand. All Gourmand is, as a fragrance, to explain that, because I'm just learning. I didn't know that term until we started this series. It's a scent to evoke an edible item. In this case, pastries or baked goods. But it could be anything, you know. It could be roast beef. If they could figure out how to do it, it would be a Gourmand. So that's how much we're going to use. Now, because the Christmas season is steeped in food culture, I can kind of see why A lot of their seasonal soaps are that way. And so I'm just gonna have to, you know, I'm still in it for the scents. I'm testing them out, and a lot of it is I'm checking the performance of Phoenix Shavings shave base, and it's very consistent, and it's rinses good, it lathers easily. Some of the aspects of the performance are at the expense of others. I get that. That's okay. And so it's pretty good soap. And so, yeah, today we're still enjoying what we got here. It's got a really wide water band. That's something else I'm noticing with this, with the soap. It can take a lot of water, and that's good for slickness while the lather is on your face. But you know, we've talked about the chemistry of this base is made to rinse cleanly, so you don't expect a whole lot of the slickness to remain after the soap is gone. But look at that, just for that little bit, and I really haven't been working this soap very long, so this is the knot on this is an AP Shave Co. Knot, so I mean it's a good knot. So I don't know how that works into the whole scheme of things, but I think we're in good shape here for latherage. Our razor today is a turn of the century Bengal. This is a Sheffield product, probably 1900, 1910, something like that. This is kind of a workhorse sort of a brand. It's not your top shelf one. It's more, it's a daily driver kind of a razor. And the way it shaves is very much like that. You could shave every day with one of these. I've heard people compare these to Swedish razors only because sometimes they would import Swedish steel and make them into these, but they're not tempered quite as hard as Swedish razors, so it'd be a little softer feel on your face. So let's have that, just a little splash, and let's go to get to it. I hope you guys are enjoying these shaves, and you guys who are also doing the 12 shaves of Christmas are enjoying the season and the fragrances. I'm sure there's some of these fragrances you like, some you not quite so liking, or you know, kind of okay with. Like I'm okay with this fragrance. It's just not one that I would reach for. And it's interesting, very seasonal. So let's go to it. This one's been stropped on linen and then 50 strokes on chrome tan leather, because it's honed, but I just haven't used it in a while, so we need to wake it up a little bit. Buttery smooth, no problem. That's what you'll find with the softer Sheffield steels. Not quite as crisp feeling as a Helgestrand or Class Torn Bloom or any of the Swedish brands, because the steel isn't quite as hard. Still perfectly adequate for the job. I dare say in some cases it's fortunate to have this, because it's a little bit more forgiving steel. It's not as likely to grab and cause irritation. It just It just works. Good stuff. Well, I don't have a lot in the way of whiskers, so I can't tell you. Well, even though this is a what, 5/8 razor, or a little bit larger maybe, but you can't hear it much. That's because of the heat treatment. It's just a little softer than some. And why it's these are great value razors. If you can find one in good shape that hasn't been honed to death, the Bengle's a good one to grab. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a second pass or not, because I just don't have much here. Well, I got this soap. Might as well hit the edges where I do have whiskers, which is down here in knuckle region. Basically, I kind of force this thing to sing, bringing my angle up a little bit. That's not something I recommend you guys, unless you've got pretty good control over your edge. I don't know if that's something that you want to do, because you could easily cut yourself. But just let the razor do its job. Keep a light touch, and you should be in good shape. And I'm sure that is as good as I'm gonna get today. I look forward to these shaves. These are, I'm having a real good time, and I thought I would not like daily shaving as much, but I'm kind of liking it. One thing I do notice when I look at this razor, and you totally can't see, well, yeah, you can. See that little gleam here on the bevel? See how wide that is? The geometry of this razor is a little bit different. See, it's big on both sides. I can see it to catch on there. So this has got a fairly thick spine as here. See, the angles are a little different, which has given us a little bit more of an angle here, or more surface to this. I wish I could explain that better, but the geometry of this razor is a little bit different than what we're used to, but it is certainly a shaver. Now let's get the alum out here. We'll see if I had any problems with technique or irritation, which I don't expect. The soap is doing its job protecting my face, and I've been shaving long enough where I could, any shortcomings to the soap, I could probably adjust my stroke, and it'd be fine. So that's a really great shave today. Look forward to tomorrow's. Let's get a little Thayer's lemon, let's say. I haven't started looking for Thayer's as replacement, because I don't want to run out of witch hazel, because I use it a lot. Now let's try the Basil Preylean. Now, when I opened this, I put a little on the back of my hand, and it's dried down, and I don't smell the basil, like the cooking spice. Didn't smell it at all at first, but as this thing dried down, that comes out a little bit. When you're first putting it on, it's like you're taking a cupcake and just mushing all over your face. That's a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but some people would like this kind of fragrance, and if you like it, this one's, I got it in spades. And then the basil comes along and like, I don't know, with something with that in there, but that cooking spice comes out as it dries down. Pretty nice finish. Well, thank you so much for putting up with me for this shave. I'm Major Rich. You find me at theshavingcondor.com. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're so inclined, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.